You're not required to answer any questions or perform any tests.
Turn that light the other way or stand to a different side.
What are you, a clown? You want to put a leash on your goon here? This guy's a hothead. You got a problem, officer. You got to put a leash on your dog here, buddy.
Man, they're not here to help you.
They're trying to find a reason to arrest you. They don't already have it or you'd be in cuffs.
Welcome back to the LackLuster channel. In the early hours of May 26, 2019, Eric Brandt, Pikes Peak Accountability, Silent Citizen, and Liberty Freak were filming a DUI traffic stop in Lakewood, Colorado. When they arrived on scene, multiple units were there. The four men stood a considerable distance away and told the suspect their rights.
You're not required to answer any questions or perform any tests.
One of the officers took issue with being illuminated by Eric Brandt's flashlight.
Can you guys do me a favor? I don't have a problem with you guys standing over here watching us, but we need you to kill that light so we can do our roadsides, okay?
The men remained silent and continued to film from a distance.
So, if you can turn that light the other way or stand to a different side so we can do our maneuvers, I'd appreciate it.
A moment later, the officer asks again and is met with silence.
And I really need you to kill that light, okay? Because the movements he's doing, the light affects it, okay? Can you turn your light off, please?
Shortly after, backup units arrive on scene. Officer Yahia drives towards Liberty Freak, and upon exiting his cruiser, he stands directly in front of his camera with the intent to suppress his First Amendment right to film the police encounter. He then uses his flashlight in an attempt to disrupt Eric Brandt's recording.
Hey, get the f*** out of his face, asshole.
Out of my lawn. What's wrong with you? Clown?
What are you, a clown?
There's gotta be
Oh, it's gotta be one f***ing jack to f*** the whole thing up. What the f*** is wrong with you people?
You're the f***tard that makes the video every fucking time.
Can you just turn your light a little bit away from those folks over there, please? Thank you.
No.
You want to put a leash on your goon here? Oh, he's gonna get clever. You think you're clever, you're f***ing stupid. Right? You don't have clever. There's no clever in you. Hothead bitch. 09. This guy's a hothead. You got a problem officer there in vehicle number 9. Swerving around, not using a turn signal, flipping a not using a turn signal.
For some reason, Officer Yahia leaves, only to return a moment later and drive his vehicle toward Eric.
You better check yourself, buddy. Swerve at me again, huh? Do it again, come at me with a deadly weapon, I'll f*** the world. I'm not gonna get out of his way. He's running at me at a high speed. What the f*** is wrong with you, pig? 09, Lakewood Police, hothead right there. What's your name? YEHIA. You better check your attitude, Royd boy, huh? Check yourself. You better control his attitude. You gotta put a leash on your dog here, buddy. Come find me down the street with a deadly weapon. You're lucky I didn't unload a clip in your. You'd have done that to me. Yeah, I got your number, buddy. I got your number. What the is wrong with you, huh? Oh, he's got to have one clown in the department, huh? Yeah, you guys aren't administering the proper test to her, so her lawyer's going to get my card. Okay?
Stay back, guys. Let her do her thing here.
Well, you need to do the right thing. You need to administer the right test. You need to administer it under normal conditions. This is ridiculous.
Ma'am, they're not here to help you.
They're definitely not here to help. You saw they ran at me at high speed. Maybe someone else needs to be checked for drunk driving, huh? Ma'am, they're trying to find a reason to arrest you. They don't already have it, or you'd be in cuffs. Don't answer their questions. Your lawyer would suggest you don't answer any questions, and you don't perform any roadside charades. They are charades.
The interaction continues for another 10 minutes and results in the woman being arrested for a suspected DUI.
Please don't shine under my eyes, sir.
You're shining in my eyes. You think you get extra privileges, douchebag?
Yeah, I just had him shine in my eyes all night.
Yeah, your came flying down the street at high speed, full throttle with lights on me. What the do you have to say to that?
The men attempted to file a complaint with the supervisor on scene, but were met with closed ears, so Mr. Irizarry sued Officer Yahia pro se under 42 U.S. Code 1983, alleging that the officer violated his First Amendment rights. The district court dismissed the complaint for failure to state a claim, finding that Mr. Irizarry had alleged a constitutional violation, but held that Officer Yahia was entitled to qualified immunity because the violation was not one of clearly established law. Liberty Freak appealed, and the University of Colorado School of Law, the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the Cato Institute, the National Police Accountability Project, and the First Amendment scholars filed amicus briefs on behalf of Liberty Freak. Finally, on July 11th of 2022, the 10th Circuit Court of Appeals reviewed the district court's opinion and the allegations that Officer Yahia intentionally positioned himself directly in front of Mr. Irizarry to make sure he intentionally obstructed the camera view and attempted to saturate Eric's camera sensors by shining an extremely bright flashlight at it, that Yahia drove right at Mr. Irizarry and Mr. Brandt and sped away, made a U-turn, gunned his cruiser directly at Mr. Brandt, swerved around him, stopped, then repeatedly began to blast his air horn at the two men, and that Officer Yahia's actions amounted to a blatant plier restraint, and Officer Yahia deprived him of his rights to freedom of the press and sought to punish Mr. Irizarry for exercising his rights. Upon reviewing the district court's decision, the 10th Circuit Court reversed, revoking Officer Yahia's qualified immunity because of the many sibling circuit court decisions that recognized the right to film the police. The 10th Circuit even cited Turner v. Driver, a well-known case from the 5th Circuit involving the Batusai YouTube channel, which is further proof that these incidents inspire massive change. The case is now being sent back to the lower courts for further proceedings, but without Officer Yahia's qualified immunity attached to it, and it may be a while before we hear the final results. Other than the officer's license plates all demonstrating their biggest issue, the funniest thing about this whole case comes from a conversation I had months ago with Liberty Freak, in which he told me that if he wins this case and it becomes case law, that all of us, the officers and legal teams arguing the right to film the police in their official capacity, will have to pronounce his last name when citing case law in the 10th Circuit, as this is the first case in the 10th Circuit to recognize a First Amendment right to record police officers performing their official duties in public. Irizarry v. Yahia. For unknown reasons, Liberty Freak's video is no longer on YouTube, but the Eric Brandt Show and Pikes Peak Accountability still have their videos up. Between them, the videos have less than 10,000 views. The only reason I point that out is to show you that it does not take a viral video to create case law and enact change in your community. Be sure to film every encounter you have with state officials, and perhaps someday we'll have to pronounce your last name. A huge thanks to Pikes Peak Accountability for helping me gather the footage and for filming this interaction. Links to Liberty Freak, Pikes Peak Accountability, and the Eric Brandt Show will be listed below, though Eric Brandt and Liberty Freak are both incarcerated on separate First Amendment issues. Be sure to head over to all of their channels and let them know I sent you. They will likely need all the support they can get upon their release. As always, thanks for watching. If you have a video you'd like to submit for review, use the link in the description or pinned comment. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification for future content. And remember to like, share, and comment down below of what you think of this interaction. It really helps the channel. If you enjoy our content, try our other channels, LackLuster Limited for criminal psychology content and The Odd Side for paranormal videos. Shirts and other merchandise are available at the Teespring store. Memberships start at just $1 if you'd like to help further support the channel and get a slick Lack logo next to your name. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. All links are down below.